8-13, leading things off, Ethan Plyer, the shortstop. Batting second, the first baseman, James Denton. Batting third, the right fielder, Nick Williams. The DH will bat cleanup, that's E.J. Clark. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jake Allgaier. Batting sixth will be the left fielder, Miles Beal. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 99, Jonathan Lawson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Dylan Abbott. And batting ninth for the River Dogs today, center fielder, Tyler McClure. Now on the mound for Henderson County, or excuse me, for the Henderson Flash, rather, it's going to be Garrett Whitaker. And we'll talk more about, and that is incorrect. That is, of course, Nick Coleman. I've got the book flipped to the wrong side, and it's another one of those Austin Durham moments you hear so much about here at the ballpark. As the Flash donned in their blue pants with their yellow jerseys with blue sleeves, yellow socks to boot, and they are quite loud today here on a Sunday afternoon. And as, of course, as customary, Flash games begin a little earlier on Sunday at 6 p.m., and we are just moments away from this one. As a matter of fact, it looks like it is at 6:05, and we're going to go ahead and put that down at the start time. I want to thank Scott Stone filling in last night. Unfortunately, he couldn't bring the win home as the Flash dropped a 10-8 decision to Muhlenberg County. And that record falls to 16-4, which is the best record ever through 20 games. Might be the best record by any team through 20 games in the history of the OVL. Certainly the best when it comes to terms of the Henderson Flash. We'll talk a little bit more about Nick Coleman. As Nick, hard-throwing left-hander, comes to us by way of Olney Central College and played his high school baseball at Castle, as he is from Newburgh, Indiana. The Flash finishing up the last bit of their warm-up tosses. As you can hear, the vibe of the music, and we are just literally seconds away from baseball. As we'll talk about real quick, the standings in the OVL North Division, the Flash lead the way by a full 5 games over the DuBois County Bombers. Flash at 16-4, the Bombers at 11-9. Muhlenberg County run their record now to 9-9. They're 6 back. The Madisonville Miners at 9-12, 7.5 games back. These River Dogs, well, they are 8-13, 8.5 games back. They do have a win over the Flash in Owensboro earlier in the season. Swinging to chopper to Levanchi. The shortstop will grab it on the second hop. Big throw, and it pulls the first baseman Thomas off the base. Zach couldn't make the catch and the tag simultaneously, so that's going to put a runner on, and that is an error on the shortstop. Levanchi, nobody out, one on as we just getting underway here from Bill Heath Field. This is Park Field, home of the Henderson Flash here on the north side of Henderson. As Nick Coleman, the lefty's going to throw from the stretch for the first time. Defensively, Hoffman, Levanchi, Dalton, and Thomas, the infield third to first. Sorg, Matthews, and Dos Santos, the outfield left to right. Fastball is low for ball 1 to James Denton. The catcher today is going to be Mangrum. And on the mound, Nick Coleman should get at least 3 innings today. Throw over to first back, and it's just a token throw as the runner, Plyer, back in there quickly. The OVL South, there's been a change, and it's now the Franklin Duelers. They're now a 2-game lead over the full count Rhythm in the South Division. The pitch, swinging a chopper, and that's going to be foul. And it looks like the River Dogs, as pretty customary, they like to get out there and they grip it and they rip it. They like to put the ball in play. They'll run the bases. Defense has kind of been an issue for the River Dogs from time to time, but hopefully the Flash up to the task today. Swinging the ball, fisted, foul, straight back. And quickly it runs a ball and 2 strikes. You can also check it out on the Henderson Flash Twitter feed as well as on Facebook, as we have live video streaming that is synced up with the coverage on WSON. Another throw over to first base. Gets away from Thomas. I think it's a little more tricky, and I can ask our friend Austin Durham. He's taken a few pickoff throws. You'd rather him throw it over there full speed, if anything, right, Austin? And he's kind of lobbed that ball over there a couple of times. Has Coleman. Hadn't hurt us yet, but it almost did moments ago. Here's the 1-2 from Coleman. And it's high on a breaking ball, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'll be back with you on Wednesday when the Flash return home to take on the DuBois County Bombers. That's lifted, foul, giving case is Hoffman. not able to get to it. I was surprised that it actually stayed in place. He chased it all the way beyond the third base dugout, which is the River Dogs dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes, a runner at first. Top of the first inning, no score. Coleman throws to first. That one looked a little close to a balk, maybe a little closer than you'd like to see. Or maybe, and they know more about Ethan Plyer than the rest of us, as they're looking to keep him at first base if at all possible. This lefty-lefty matchup to James Denton from Nick Coleman. Runner goes and fouled out of play, and he had a very good jump as Coleman's got a little bit of a deliberate approach to the plate, and it was going to make things a lot easier with a good jump there by Plyer to make it in there safely. But thankfully, the River Dogs went hit and run on that one, and Denton fouled it off straight back and out of play. The outfield of Sorg, Matthews, and Dos Santos for Henderson today. Oh, nice breaking ball. They said he offered at it, and Denton down on strikes. First strikeout of the night, and there's one away for the 3-hitter, the right fielder, Nick Williams.
Batting for the River Dogs, the right fielder.
The Henderson Flash, far and away the best record in the OVL. The Franklin Doolers, though, have got a darn fine record. They've won 4 in a row, 7 of their last 10. They're 14-6. That's a 700 winning percentage. The Flash with an 800 winning percentage and 5 games up on their nearest opponent, that being the Bombers of DuBois County. And we'll have that for you Wednesday night here at Henderson Flash Field on the north side of Henderson. Throw to first base again. The batter is Nick Williams. He's the right fielder. He'll be followed by the DH and cleanup man today, E.J. Clark. And we'll talk about where a lot of these players are from on both teams today. If you're first line listening, fastball outside corner. That's a called strike, 0-1. The batter, Nick Williams, who is wearing number 10, but unfortunately that is not the number that coincides with the player on this particular roster that we have for the River Dogs. Fastball is high. So I will look on here to see if we have any other player named Nick Williams. Yeah, there you go. Number 17, Nick Williams, Wabash Valley College out of Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. Breaking ball outside, and it's 2-1. So for whatever reason, he is wearing number 17 and not number 10. And the pitch outside corner just misses, and it's quickly 3-1. Nick Coleman, early part of this game, pitching for the Flash, a little more methodical than the average Flash pitcher. He comes to us again from Olney Central College, the left-hander. We spoke to him just a few days ago, as a matter of fact, in the postgame. Swinging the ball, hitting the gap. Moving back is Dos Santos, and that's going to get off the wall at the 340 side. Now, the only question is, can they keep the run from scoring? And they're going to do just that. As knocking it down is Dalton, but that is a big double that puts 2 now in scoring position with only 1 out for E.J. Clark. So far, it has been Coleman's spotty accuracy at the moment. But again, we're only 3 batters into this one. He's got a long way to go here to get things back in line. Number 30, E.J. Clark, also wears a different number on this roster. He is from Northwood University, makes his home in Detroit, Michigan. Left-hander digs in against the left-hander Nick Coleman, and the pitch. It's high on a fastball, 1 ball, no strikes. J.D. Yard made the analogy that this team is undefeated after 3 previous losses in the next game. So last night was their 4th loss of the season, and all 3 times they lost previous to this, they would go on 4-game winning streaks. So let's hope they start another one tonight. That one misses high as well. 2 balls and no strikes. We had mentioned that Coleman have a little bit of trouble spotting both the fastball and the breaking ball right now. Going to have to battle back with 2 in scoring position for the River Dogs. 1 out, and the 2-0 pitch is high for ball 3. Now you do have a base open, so if you got to put the DH on, this is a better time than any. And then you've got Jake Allgaier, the right-hander, on deck waiting for his opportunity. As Flash got it to a little bit of a slow start here in the top of the first inning. Still scoreless, however, at Park Field in Henderson. The 3-0. Good pitch at the knees. It's a called strike, and it's quickly now 3-1. Good crowd, solid crowd already started here for this Sunday afternoon game. It's one of those that you get a lot of people coming in first 2 or 3 innings. That's the case today as well. That's going to be an RBI single to left field. Picking up is Sorg. It's quickly 1-0. As moving to third is now Williams. E.J. Clark with an RBI. And it's quickly 1-0. Owensboro River Dogs. The batter will be Jake Allgaier. He'll bat with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Congratulations to Ole Miss. SEC wins a title in college baseball, 4-2, winning 2 in a row in a best-of-3 series over Oklahoma. The pitch, low and inside for ball 1 to Allgaier. He'll be followed by Miles Beal, the River Dogs left fielder. Time is called as the pitching coach for Henderson, Flash, Austin Dick's going to make his way out to the mound. He's going to make his way very slowly, as Coleman, I think, threw 40 pitches the other night, the last time he pitched. And he's working today on 3 days rest, as Coach J.D. Arndt tells us. We've got some other finals. Reds a big winner today over the Giants to take 2 of 3. 10-3 was the final there. One of the most recent updates we have in the top of the 4th inning, the Jockeys are hammering DuBois County right now, 9-0. That's the last word we got there. Quick exit for Coach Dick as he's heading back to the dugout. And Nick Coleman ready now to face Jake Allgaier. Nice little double play will put us out of this inning quickly, although River Dogs have scratched a run here. They lead it 1-0. The Flash has yet to bat, throw to first base. The runner literally was already on the base before the ball left the hand of Nick Coleman. Some pitchers like to do that as kind of a stabilizing effect, and we certainly understand that. And the pitch, 1-0, fouled off, squibs off to the right toward the Henderson Flash dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike to Allgaier, the third baseman. First and third with only 1 out. Coleman looks both third and first and fires. Swinging the ball popped in the infield. No, actually it's going to drift into the outfield. Calling for it will be Dos Santos, and now taking over is Matthews. Runners coming to the plate. He's going to get there easily, 2-0 on the sacrifice fly by Allgaier, that is. So coming in to score, that's an RBI for Allgaier, there you go. But the trade-off that there's now 2 outs. 2-0 your score. A lot of baseball left to be played, and the batter is Miles Beal. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Runner at first base is Clark. He decided to stay at home. Cubs beat the Cardinals in 10 innings today, 6-5 in Major League Baseball. The 1-0 pitch from Coleman. Started to offer at it, stayed off of it, high and outside, 2-0. Got to credit the River Dogs. They've been very patient. Coleman's kind of been hit and miss with his accuracy so far. Comes back with a knee-high fastball to run the count 2-1 as he hears it from the Flash faithful. 2 runs on 2 hits for the River Dogs here in the first inning. That pitch is in the dirt, and a good stop there by Grant Mangrum. Mangrum from LSU Eunice. This is, I think, the 3rd game that I've called, but Mangrum behind the plate. Ben Berenda, another one that does a lot of the catching for the Flash, and that's a called strike on 3-run, and the count runs full at 3-2, and it didn't seem like Bill was too happy about that, but that was an outstanding pitch right down the heart of home plate, probably about 3 or 4 inches below the belt line, and the payoff. Swinging to chopper foul left side as E.J. Clark will have to return to first base, but the damage so far already done. 2 runs in the first inning. You got to be feeling pretty good about yourselves when you're in terms of Vic Evans, the manager of the River Dogs. And the payoff pitch on its way. Swing, and the ball popped into center field. Coming in is Matthews, as the left-hander will make the catch for out number 3. But again, for the River Dogs, it is 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We go down to the bottom of the first inning. It is River Dogs 2. Flash coming to bat right here on your home for Flash Baseball. WSONradio.com and the new WSON radio app. Welcome back to Bill Heath Field on the north end of Henderson. Steve Town with Drew Willett back at studio control in beautiful downtown Henderson, as it was the Owensboro River Dogs striking first as they let things off as Ethan Plyer reached on an error. James Denton struck out with 1 away. That was Nick Williams. He hit a double. That put runners at second and third. E.J. Clark with a single to left field to drive in 2 runs on the play. 1 run, I'm sorry. That drove in Plyer, and then sac fly off the bat of Jake Allgaier scored Nick Williams, and that's where we stand right now. Nick Coleman got off to a little bit of a rough start, but finished it off nicely. I can't see why we wouldn't see him for at least another inning or 2. As the Flash have that kind of offense that they can erase a 2-run lead very, very quickly. If you're just joining us, it's the Louisville Jockeys leading the DuBois County Bombers 9-0, but don't count DuBois out just yet. That's the top of the 4th inning. Cubs beat the Cardinals in 10 innings today, 6-5. Reds a winner today as well, so it's a good day for both WSON and WREF. The Reds baseball playing on 96.5 FM at 860 AM. The Cardinals playing on 97.7 FM WREF, our sister station, ESPN Radio. So it'll be Drew Dalton, Casey Sorg, and Ryan Dos Santos to lead things off. And the first pitch is at the knees for a called strike. Grant Whitaker is the River Dogs pitcher, and he plays baseball at Oakland City University, and he is from Owensboro. And the 0-1 is a breaking ball that stays high and outside, 1-1. Batting 4th today will be the first baseman, Zach Thomas. 5th will be the third baseman, Jeff Hoffman. Batting 6th, Grant Mangrum, the catcher. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Batting 7th will be the center fielder, Peyton Matthews. Shortstop, Kyle Levanchi will bat 8th and play short, as we said. And the DH will bat 9th, Lincoln Hackham. And the 1-2 pitch from Whitaker, forthcoming. Swing, and the ball hammered in the corner. If it's down, it's extra bases. It's going to be about 3 feet foul, as Dalton had Whitaker all figured out there. As Whitaker runs that ball up there pretty good. We'll take a look at the River Dogs roster. One ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And the breaking ball low and in, but able to get the bat on it was Dalton. Fouls it off the third base dugout. It remains a ball and 2 strikes. I like this Garrett Whitaker. He's got the baseball, and he's waiting for Dalton to get back in the box. He works rather quickly, gets his sign from Lawson, and the 1-2. Fouled right side this time, and straight behind, or straight over the grandstand. It runs almost from dugout to dugout, keeping everybody dry and safe from the UV rays. Sounded good. 1 ball and 2. Not going to have to worry about any UV rays today because it's quite cloudy here at Park Field. That one's hit to right field, and moving back on it is Williams, and he'll make the play. Dalton got some good one on it, just not deep enough. 1 out for Casey Sword.